In 1967, an episode of Star Trek, otherwise occupied with phasers and green-skinned women, did something quietly radical, a transporter glitch. That reliable plot engine of the 1960s swapped Captain Kirk and his senior officers with their counterparts from a parallel reality. The Prime Universe, where the United Federation of Planets was a peaceful utopia, gave way to the Terran Empire, a place where ambition wore no mask, compassion was a punishable offence, and the only diplomatic tool anyone respected was a phaser set to kill. In this mirror universe, Spock grew a goatee, Uhura wore thigh-high boots and carried a knife, and Kirk became a tyrant who ruled by murder, a monologue. The good became evil, the evil became more efficiently evil, and the entire moral order flipped like a coin that always lands on its edge, sharp, precarious, and cutting whoever tries to pick it up. That single episode gave a name to a very old human suspicion that virtue and vice are not opposites so much as mirror images, and that any society clever enough to build starships is clever enough to build its own undoing by simply reversing the polarity. Now, what follows in these mirror universe videos is not a prophecy, nor even particularly subtle allegory. It is a series of deliberate inversions applied to the planet we actually inhabit in the present day. Our headlines, our politicians, our policies, our public figures, our endless arguments about small boats, winter fuel, free tickets to pop concerts, and the special relationship that now mostly consists of mutual suspicion delivered at volume. We shall see what happens when the mild become merciless emperors, the bombastic become cringing penitents, the controversial become saints of vulnerability, the pragmatic become instruments of televised cruelty, Keir Starmer as a sadistic overlord, executing ministers for the crime of moderation, Donald Trump as a whimpering supplicant, handing continents to Canada as reparations, illegal immigration transformed from administrative headache into weaponized spectacle, Andrew Tate preaching celibacy and tears in a vegan monastery, shoplifters fighting televised gladiatorial duels for the last litre of Red Bull, while mandatory Taylor Swift concerts echo from the execution camps. These are not warnings, they are reflections, dark, precise, occasionally goateed, of the things we already tolerate, applaud, or deplore, viewed through the lens of a universe that has decided goodness is inefficiency and evil is merely candor. In the Star Trek episode Mirror Mirror, the Terran Empire never pretended the universe owed it anything. It simply took what it wanted and then wrote the history books to match. In our world, we still maintain the polite fiction that things might get better if only the right people were in charge. In the mirror universe, they have dispensed with the fiction and kept the people in charge anyway. Watch if you can bear it, with the detachment of someone who knows the coin has already been flipped, and that whichever way it lands, the edge is still waiting.